Okay, guys, we're going to look at something beautiful in this class together, and that's everything about your blood cells. Oh yes, are you ready? We have looked at your plasma in the last class. This is your blood cells. Now, when we come to blood cells first, this is our lesson number what? 4. So, under blood cells, what should we know? Please hold this tight with me. Blood is composed of 2 things, right? We said that in the previous class. Recall it. There are 2 things that are in blood. Number 1 is the what? The plasma, which is 55%, and it is the fluid or the liquid portion of blood. Number 2 is the blood cells. And what are the blood cells? The RBC, the WBC, and the blood platelets. Now let's dwell on it in particular. So we can say that blood cells are the substances that float in plasma. Oh yes, we are correct. The substances that do what? Float in plasma is your blood cells. And blood cells, how many are there? There are 3 of them. Number 1 is called the red blood cells. What is it called? Erythrocytes. Erythrocytes, red blood cells. Number 2 is called the white blood cells. What are they? Leukocytes, the white blood cells. And number 3 are the what? The platelets. What are the platelets? Thrombocytes. So we have the red blood cells, which are the erythrocytes, the white blood cells, which are the leukocytes, and the platelets, which are the thrombocytes. All these 3 together, they form the what? The blood cells. Does it make sense? Perfect. If you get that very quickly with me, that means we're going to treat all of them one after the other. We're going to learn erythrocytes first, which are the red blood cells. Then we go into your leukocytes, and then we cap it with this. Are you ready? Look at the first, erythrocytes, which are the red blood cells. Now, look at the shape of your RBC. You can see the shape, right? What's the shape called? It is called biconcave, or what? Discoid. So your red blood cells, first, they are biconcave or discoid in shape. Now listen carefully, let me explain. If you look at this shape very well, you can see that the outside, the edges, the periphery, right? The periphery, they are thick. That means these edges here, they are what? They are thick. So your red blood cells is thicker at the where? Periphery. And then thin at the middle. So the middle there is what? Thin. But the periphery, the outside, right, is thick. The inside is what? Thin. That's why it is biconcave or discoid in what? In shape. Does it make sense? If you get that very quickly with me, please take note of the following characters of red blood cells. Number 1, red blood cells are the most numerous of all blood cells. Which one is the most numerous? The most numerous are the red blood cells. That's why when you see, when I showed you where you have your plasma, which are the 55%, right? And then you have your red blood cells, 45%, and then you now have your buffy coats, less than 1%. Are be beautiful. Which one is the most numerous red blood cells? Number 1. Please don't forget, number 1 character, red blood cells are the most numerous. Number 2, red blood cells contains hemoglobin, oxygen transporter. It is in the red blood cells. So they contain hemoglobin, and that hemoglobin binds and transports what? Oxygen. This is number 2. Red blood cells are the ones that contain what? Hemoglobin. So number 1, they are the most numerous. Red blood cells are the most numerous. Number 2, they contain what? Hemoglobin. Number 3, they have no nucleus. Now listen, your red blood cells at maturity. At what? Maturity. When they are matured, right, they lack nucleus. Why do they lack nucleus? They lack nucleus so as to give more space for what? Hemoglobin, so that the hemoglobin can transport more oxygen around the body. Shall you see it now? So at maturity, red blood cells don't have what? Nucleus. Another thing very fast, red blood cells, their lifespan is 3 months, approximately 3 months. Are you seeing it now? Or sometimes you hear approximately 3 to 4 months. Are you seeing it now? About 3 to 4 months. You're not just going to say red blood cells, their lifespan, is 3 to 4 months. No, it is about 3 to 4 months, right? So they can live between 90 days to what? 120 days. Hold on a bit very quickly. This class you're watching right now is just one out of a series of classes within the LearnLift app. And guess what? LearnLift is a mobile app, right, where you study in intensively as well as extensively. So within the LearnLift app, you can see it very quickly. You have access to all your subject there. You have your use of English, you have your mathematics, you have your physics, you have your chemistry, you have your biology, you have your JAMB 400. All of them, they are different subjects within the LearnLift app. And of course, you have different topics under every particular subject, and everything has been narrowed down to you, down to the curriculum, with their past questions and everything to the core. And don't forget that within the LearnLift app, you have access to your video lessons, where you can start going through your classes uninterrupted. You have access to your notes. Oh yes, your notes, well organized, well structured for you, and you are running through all of them. And of course, inside the notes are past questions for you. You have access to your past questions in CBT format, where you can go through all of them extensively well. All of it within the LearnLift app for you and more. And guess what? Very important. You want to download the LearnLift app, all you need to just do is head down to Play Store or your App Store and type LearnLift. That's all. Once you type LearnLift, of course, the app is going to pop up for you, and you're going to see the logo, and then you download the app, and then you follow up on your studies intensively. Before we proceed, let's get back to class. Flow with me. 120 word days. And thereafter, they will be what? Destroyed. And when they are destroyed, where are they going to? They'll be destroyed first in the liver or what? Spleen. So what happened? Where are your old red blood cells destroyed? Your old red blood cells are destroyed in the liver or the spleen. So when they are old and they are non-functional, how do you know they are non-functional? They can no longer transport oxygen. Are you seeing it now? So they will be destroyed in the way, in the spleen or in the liver. So what is the graveyard of red blood cell? Liver or spleen is the graveyard. But most of the times, right, when the question comes, they just ask, what's the graveyard of RBC? Majority of the time, it is spleen that you normally see in the option. So spleen is the graveyard of what? RBC. Liver is the graveyard of what? RBC. You are correct. Does it make sense? If you get that, please don't forget this quickly. That another thing is this: your red blood cells, where are they produced? They are produced in the bone marrow of long bones. Your normal long bones, like your femur, your humerus, all those long bones, they are produced in their bone marrow. Where are red blood cells produced? Bone marrow of long bone or long bone marrow. So yeah, long bone marrow or bone marrow of long bones. You are correct. So I've given you 6 characters of red blood cells. Number 1, red blood cells are the most numerous. RBC, they are the most numerous. Number 1. Number 2, they contain what? Hemoglobin, and that hemoglobin will bind and transport what? Oxygen. Number 3, they have no nucleus, nothing like nucleus in them. So they have no nucleus at maturity, so that there will be enough space for hemoglobin to carry what? Oxygen and transport it around the body. Number 4, their lifespan is about 3 to 4 months. That's 90 to what? 120 days. After that, they die. When they die, what happened? They are destroyed, right, in the liver and the spleen. So what's the graveyard of RBC? Spleen or liver? Any of them you see, that's the answer. You are correct. And then where are your RBC produced? They are produced in the bone marrow of long bones or your long bone what? Marrow. Does it make sense? If you get that very fast with me, let's go. Let's rock it together. Let's go. Hey, let's rock it together. Let's go now. JAMB 1983 question 11. The question says, which of the following statement is not true of mammalian erythrocytes? Which one is not true? Option A says they have hemoglobin. Yes, of course. RBC, they have what? Hemoglobin. Correct. Option B, they appear yellow when looked at singly. When you look at RBC, 1, they appear yellow. Okay, all right. And then option C says they are disc-shaped. Yes, they are discoid or biconcave in shape. I gave it to you. So they are disc-shaped, correct, right? Beautiful, they are disc-shaped, correct. And then option B says they have nuclei at maturity. No, they lack nucleus. RBC, do they have nucleus? No. At maturity, they lack nucleus. Why do they lack nucleus? So that they can give room for hemoglobin to transport more oxygen. That means option what? D. The what answer D is the correct answer. You're out of there. Share this here now. If you get that very fast, please look at the reason very, very quickly, and don't forget this, that matured mammalian erythrocytes, which are the RBC, they do not have what? Nucleus. Why? They don't have nucleus because they lose their nucleus right during maturation to allow more space for hemoglobin, which help in efficient oxygen what? Transport. That's all you're out of there. If you get that very fast with me, please answer this question for me. 1988 question 18. The question say, in adult mammalian blood, the blood cells which lack nuclei which of the blood cells lack nuclei in adult mammalian blood? Are they the erythrocytes, or they are the lymphocytes, or they are the leukocytes, or they are the phagocytes? What is the answer? The one that lack nucleus are the erythrocytes. Option what? A become the answer. You're out of there. Yeah. Sir Peter, talk to me. In JAMB 2001 question 20, the question says the transportation of oxygen and carbon 4 oxide in mammals is carried out by oxygen and carbon 4 oxide. What is going to transport it? What is it? Let's go. Is it your leukocytes, or it is the thrombocytes, or it is the phagocytes, or it is the erythrocyte? Correct. Erythrocytes. Option what? D is the answer. Does it make sense? If you get that. What about JAMB 2010 question 31? The question says the blood component that has the greatest affinity for oxygen. Which one? Is it your leukocytes, or it is your erythrocytes, or it is your thrombocytes, or it is your lymphocytes? What is the answer? Erythrocytes. Option what? P is the answer. Erythrocyte contains hemoglobin. Hemoglobin will bind with oxygen, and then it will form oxyhemoglobin. Are you seeing it now? That's where the affinity is. So what is the answer? Option B. To get that very fast with me, please. What are the functions of red blood cells? 2. I'll give it to you. 2 functions. Number 1, don't forget that your RBC, right? They transport oxygen. They have the affinity because of the hemoglobin, right? For oxygen. So they transport oxygen from where? Listen, picture it first. If red blood cells want to carry oxygen, where would they carry it from? From where? From the lungs, right? Oxygen. You inhale oxygen. So they will pick the oxygen from the lungs and then move it to all living cells of the body for cellular what? Respiration. Show you see it now. So what is the function of RBC? Number 1, they transport oxygen from the where? From the lungs to all living cells of the body for what? Respiration. Number 2, very quickly, they contribute to blood clot formation. Oh yes, so they assist in what? In your blood clotting. By what? Blocking the fibrin mesh. So the fibrin mesh, if somebody gets injured and then your wound is not healing, you form your what? Your mesh. Right? What block that fibrin mesh? Red blood cells. As wound site heals. Are you getting it now? So that's the function of your what? Your RBC for you. 2 major functions. That's all. If you get that very quickly with me, that means you understand it to the core. You know it very, very well. Does it make sense? Guess what? In the next class, we're going to be looking at your white blood cells together. What's your white blood cells called? Your leukocytes. I'll see you in the next class. For now, bye. Please, my notes. Very, very important. Like I will always shout, don't forget to go through my notes. Practice past question, the CBT, practice them, and always invite your friends. Tell your friends, right? Invite, spread the good news. Tell your friends about the LearnLift app. I'll see you in your white blood cells. For now, bye. See you there. This class you just finished watching, of course, is brought to you by what? By the LearnLift app. Oh yes. And within the LearnLift app, you have access to all your classes from the beginning to the end. Everything is well organized for you. Every singular subject, every singular topic followed in line directly with your syllabus and your curriculum. And of course, can I tell you something lovely about the LearnLift app? Oh, this is the sweet part of it. You have access to your JAMB classes within the LearnLift app. You have access to your WAEC, your NECO, your GC classes. You have access to your post-UTME classes. And that's not all. Of course, for your secondary school, you have access to your secondary school classes, whether SS1, SS2, SS3. You have access to your classes directly. And of course, if you're in the university, you have access to your 100 level as well as 200 level classes, all within the LearnLift app. And of course, your 200 level classes are for medical students. All of them are there, well structured and highly organized for you. But please, before you proceed, just head down to your Play Store or your App Store and just type what? LearnLift. Immediately you type LearnLift, of course, the app is going to pop up for you and you download the app and then you start learning immediately. And also very quickly, all you're going to do is that in the description of this video or in the comment section, just open it. You see the link to our WhatsApp channel. Click on it and you are in the WhatsApp channel already, where I'm going to be dropping information every blessed day on a regular basis. And also very important, if you want to reach out to LearnLift, this is LearnLift contact, any of the two, right? Just copy it down and then WhatsApp us, right? Either you send WhatsApp message or you put a call across to us and all of that, and we're going to attend to you immediately. Guess what? I'll see you in the next chapter. For the now, peace out. Bye.